Hi everyone. So I recently had a question about how to get a directional push to work for when you get hit. So I'm just going to show a quick demo. It's not a perfected system, but it kind of gives you the idea of how to make it work. So if he hits me from the front, it should push me back. And you can see on the top left it says front. There, he hit me in the back. And I'm going to show you why it was a bit off after. Here he hit me on the left side. And here's going to hit me on the right side, if the overlaps work. No, he hit me in the front. I'm going to show you what the setup is, and there, he hit me on the right side. Now obviously I don't have animations for left and right flinch, and I'm going to show you what you need to do exactly to set that up. This is detection, and then you can set up launching the character side to side or front and back and play the proper animation. So here in the boss, you want to select his fists, and actually first thing, type in collision, and here world static, you want to set it to overlap. Then you want to type in tag, and in component tag you want to hit the plus and type in fist, or this could be a, I don't know, enemy weapon, anything, but here I just wrote fist. And the next thing is done in the warrior's blueprint. Let's go into the viewport. So here I have 4 boxes, and each one of them represents a direction from which you can get hit. I'm just going to show from this view. So here there's detect underscore front, left, right, and back. So collisions are always a problem in games, and since this isn't a programmed game or anything, it's entirely done in Blueprint. I'm just showing you the limitations of this. Right now I have 4 sides, but if you really wanted to go precise, you could have like 6, 8, I don't know. It's up to you. You can even place these in a different manner. So instead of looking like a square, it looks more like a diamond surrounding the player. So that stuff you can play with. Left and right can be problematic, I think, because, like for example, in my case, the front box has priority. Here I can shrink it to the same size, but if his fist is coming a bit to the character's right, so to this box, and it overlaps this one, even though it looks like he's getting hit from the front, he's going to take a hit from the right side. And this is going to cause the player to move to the left. So if you just have 2 boxes, one for front, one for back, then you can push the character front or back depending on which direction he gets hit in. And you pretty much have the code set up for front and back. It's left and right that need some extra stuff. So if you just wanted your character to move front and back, I could show you what you need, and I'll show you also what you need for left and right. And okay, so you have all of these. Let me just check the other variables I need. Okay. So if I go to my warrior folder, here you can see there's something called detect direction. So what I did is I went into blueprints and I clicked enumeration. And if I open that up, these are my enumerators. You hit new, you want 4 times front, back, left, and right. These are your 4 directions. Then in the warrior's blueprint, you make a new variable, and variable type, you would type in the name of your enumeration variable. So in my case it was detect direction, and it would pop up. So you would select that, and let's go into the event graph. So those 4 boxes, these are their overlap events. I'm going to show you what one does because all 4 of them do the same thing pretty much, and they print the direction from which you're getting hit, so front, back, right, and left. So when the box gets overlapped, it has this macro function. I'm going to show you how to make it, because this is basically, this piece of code repeats here, here, and here, so it kind of hides all those nodes. I'll show you what's inside. It's this. We're going to get to this in a minute, and then we're going to set that enumeration. So this direction hit, I set it, and from the list I could select whatever it has to be. So direction hit front, and print string front, and here you can ignore this little piece. What it does is just sets my health up so my player didn't die while I was playtesting. So you pretty much need this section. Next, let's see, let's go to Flinch. So this is all our damage, get damage node series, and it's a pretty big mess now that I look at it. When you get to the point where it says Flinch, and you have play montage, this is all the Flinch stuff. So after Flinch, what I did is I made a custom event, which I'm going to show you. It's right here. and I called that custom event after the set flinch variable. Then in play animation montage, I promoted anim montage to a flinch animation variable. So once that was promoted, after the delay, flinch is set to false, and I have this new variable called can detect. You can see it here, and here's the flinch animation variable. So can detect gets set to true, meaning that when you're playing the flinch animation and if he was to hit you again, those boxes wouldn't detect which direction you're getting hit from and then play another montage, because then you're just going to bounce all over the place. So once the animation is done playing, the boxes are able to detect which direction you might get hit from again. So now let's go to this custom event. This flinch direction custom event, what it does is, here you see switch on detect direction. So the way you get it is, first you need to remember the name of your enumeration variable. Then you can type in switch on detect direction, and this is my enumeration variable. Now here in selection, remember I had this variable direction hit, I just plugged it into the selection. So once I had this, I have front, back, left, and right, and I can switch on whatever that direction hit is set to. So front and back are here. Now I already have this flinch animation, so they're gonna play the same one. But if you have two different flinch animations, then the right thing to do would be set them up like so. But if you just have one, you can just pass both of these. Now launch force, front, when you get hit from the front you go back, when you get hit from the back you go front. So it's a positive value and negative value. And here it's from left to right. So for left to right, it's also I'm not sure of the values. I just copy pasted these two nodes just so that it sets it up. But for the animation, it's gonna play dodge right and dodge left, even though it's supposed to be flinch to the right, flinch to the left. I just put these in to see if it would trigger different ones. And that was pretty much it for how to get the player to detect which direction you're getting hit from. And if I do one more test, just resize my box. I'm gonna show him my back and take a hit. See, that's what I was talking about. He took a hit to the right. That's because the capsule of the enemy's fist was coming from the right side, even though it looks like it's from the back. So if you have four directions, like here I took a hit from the back. So if you have four directions, it's a bit more tricky. But if you just have two directions, you'll be able to get a more appropriate response from the character to either move front or back, and it's probably going to look better too. Although if you manage to set up your your boxes properly, then you're going to be able to move around exactly the way you would want. If you take a hit from the right, you bounce to the left, and vice versa. So here you saw he hit me from the right side and I moved back to the left. It's my dodge left animation that's playing. So if I take a hit from the left side, I move to the right side. And that's how pretty much the hit detection that I could think of works for moving front, back, left, and right. But ideally I would say that this box, you would make it half the size of the character, and this one, this half. So you would only detect front and back. And it's not going to look that bad. But if you really want 4 directions, then go for it. Or even 8 directions, it's up to you. So thanks for watching this short video, and also don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. And if you want to support, there's a Gumroad link in the video description where you can get mage spells. And I'm going to continue developing this series of tutorial. And I'm going to find other types of character classes to make for you guys. So thanks for watching, and see you in whichever next video.